So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain, and can you tell a green field from a cold steel rain, smile from the veil? Do you think you can tell? Did it get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, and hot air for cool breeze, and cold comfort to change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for the lead role in a cage? Swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? The same old fear. I wish you were here.
Well, folks, good evening, and welcome along to this is episode 4 of this year's new Monday night session of the Rebel podcast live stream. Myself here, Big Ro. So great numbers watching the show alright tonight on Facebook and YouTube. So you know the crack. If you're watching the show on Facebook, just hit the share button. We're live on the Rebel podcast page and the DJ Rebel Row page, folks. Just hit the share button, send it around as many groups as possible. Your granny, your granddad, your brothers, sisters, whatever, your WhatsApp groups. And we'll just try and get as many people watching the show tonight. Very, very special show tonight, folks, as you know. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, you can copy and paste the link. If you are watching YouTube for the first time, folks, and you haven't already, please give our page a like and subscribe on YouTube. It'd be much, much appreciated. So, as you can see from the start of the show, folks, in the intro, bit of an emotional one for us tonight. Didn't expect to be doing this here this evening at all, but we'll just put this back on the screen. So, folks, tonight we're going to be remembering good friend of mine, good friend of the show, good friend of a lot of us who are all watching the show tonight, folks. The passing of the legendary Bik McFarlane, folks, 1951 to 2025, who sadly, at their short illness, passed away on Friday there, folks. Very, very, very heartbreaking, very hard to take. So obviously we're all thinking of his wife, Lena, his children, Emma, Thomas and Tina, at this really sad time, folks, tonight. So obviously throughout tonight, feel free to leave in your comments any of your memories or anything you have a Bik, and we'll definitely share them. So mostly obviously the first hour we're going to be doing a lot of some videos are to play. We've got a few more songs to play. Part of the reason I played that sort of song at the start, Wish You Were Here, was because from what Bik told me, that's his favourite song, his favourite all-time song. So it is. I was very lucky enough to do 2 of the talks with the Escape from Longcash with Bik, Jerry Kelly and Big Bobby, God rest them, in the PD club. I was playing all the sound off them and then doing a bit of a disco afterwards. And the first night I'd done it, Bik was just clearing up a few things on the stage, and I was playing out their song, that Aslan version, and he came up and says, "Who's that version of that song?" Or I says, "It's Aslan, Christy Dignam." He says, "That's a great version. I love Christy." He says, "But that's actually the Pink Floyd version. He's actually my favourite song of all time. Wish You Were Here." He says, "I wish I could sing it more." So anytime I would have been in the rock, or anytime I would have seen Bik singing, but mostly in the rock, like, I was asked him to sing it, and usually the last few times I seen him, before he came up, he would have says, "I'm so glad Big Ro's here tonight. I'll be able to sing this song." This one's one of my favourite all-time songs, and especially Big Ro as well. "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd. And obviously we all do wish he was here, but unfortunately he's not, folks. So that's why I played that song at the start there. The Aslan live, obviously thinking of Christy Dignam as well, folks, who's passed away of late, especially for Bik. So, folks, any memories or anything have at all of Bik, let us know tonight, and we'll share them. So the second part of the show tonight, we'll have our special guest this evening joining us live from Liverpool, the brilliant Shea Doolin. So this will be Shea's third time on the show. The first time it was before we were doing the live videos. It was an audio call. The second time, he's one of the very first ones to do a live video interview. So tonight he's joining us, folks, live in the show, and he's going to be singing the song for us as well in the middle of the set. So we'll jump in here to all the comments and see who we'll have listening tonight. Let's see. Right, so, and folks, let us know where you are watching tonight, because I know there's going to be a few on there from TikTok and stuff today. He said they want to join in, so let us know where you're watching. If it's your first time watching the show, let us know and we'll give you a wee shout. So Harry T watching tonight from YouTube, good man. There's the spanner himself, Marty. Marty, cheers for sending us the video from the rock last night of Jerry Og singing a song from Marcella. Now, purposely, I'm not going to play it on the show tonight because I did share it on the podcast page earlier on. It's had like massive hits already. So cheers for sending that, Marty. Very, very emotional for Jerry Og to sing it, as we all know, especially last night of all nights. So Shea is actually going to sing the song live for us this evening. That's actually I'd asked him to do it, but he said that's the one he wanted to do anyway. So Shea's going to sing, obviously, song from Marcel live the night on the show, which will be quite special. Vincey McGee watching on Facebook. Yep, R.I.P. Bik, God bless him and his family. He'll never walk alone. Mick, 1967. Even everyone hope all are well and good spirits. Hail, hail. Elaine as well, watching on YouTube. How you doing, Elaine? Iona, watching on Facebook tonight. There's Maura Burns in Coatbridge watching tonight. On Facebook we'll have Kirstine Mawson. May he rest in peace. Prayers for all who mourn him. Yes. James McMullen watching on Facebook. Ciara Griffin, or Kiara, as Johnny was calling you yesterday. Kiara, watching tonight on your Facebook as well. Cheers. Kevin Duffy, watching tonight. Good evening, folks. R.I.P. Bik. We also have Joseph Aldridge watching on Facebook. Arthur Taylor watching on Facebook. There's our friend Christoph Ariegos. Good evening. Hail, hail. The Rebel podcast, a big road. Cheers, mate, for tuning in. Kay Whelan watching on Facebook tonight. Joel McPhee, High Road, James and Moore, R.I.P. the legendary comrade leader. Bik McFarlane, definitely. Sam McGee watching on YouTube tonight. Hugh McKenna, R.I.Q.P. Bik indeed is watching on Facebook. Geraldine Cottle, Geraldine, how you doing? High Road and friends, R.I.P. Bik. Remembering Lena and the family, yes, definitely. Potty Boys, how you doing, Paul? What's the crack? R.I.P. Bik, a legend, was very welcome to us when we played in the Rock. The first very sad news indeed. Marty says, yep, Bik always sang that song. He definitely loved it. Iona, so many great memories with Bik. Honoured to have met him and got to know him well. He will be sorely missed indeed. Sai there watching from Galway, sitting with Ryan Mac, the Rebel singer. Ryan McBride, happy days, Sai. Good man yourself. Kira says, us Shea, is he going to be doing our big fans gathering this year? Getting booked the big fans gathering. Did you not know that it was that last year was the last year? So it was. Terry as well, she's watching tonight. Terry Crane, how you doing? Terry watching on Facebook. Dan O'Kelly, even all watching on YouTube. Braden Lannigan, how you Braden? Or R.I.P. Bik indeed. And there is Michael watching tonight. McCormack, eating a big man. How you doing, Michael? What's the crack, mate? I had a listen to the show today, the newest episode. Cheers, Mucker. Thanks for giving it a wee mention. And then there's Caitlin McBurney is watching. Cheers. Right, so folks, yeah, we have lots of different videos and stuff to play, a couple of songs as well. So if there's any of your questions you want tonight, say we'll go try and stick a lot of the songs in the first hour. Sort of songs maybe Bik made a song, ones he sung with people. So what we're going to do here first, officially kick off the show. There's Rana, how you doing, mate? Right, so we're going to play the first of our videos tonight. So this one here, what I'm going to do is I downloaded this here from YouTube the other day. Now, it could be a bit long, but if any of you have ever watched the or listened to the songs from the Blocks, it was basically an album of songs that were always recorded inside the H Block. So it was, and basically with a really crappy sort of some kind of recording device, right? So this one here, we're going to do. This one was Bik sang on this here. So this is I'll just mute this here one. So obviously a song originally written by Christy Moore. So it was.
I'm 90 miles from Dublin town. I'm in an H-block cell. To help you understand and reply, this story now I'll tell. I'm on the blanket protest. My efforts must not fail, for I'm joined by men and women in the Kesh and Armagh jail. It all began one morning. I was dragged to Castlereagh. And though it was 3 years ago, it seems like yesterday. For 3 days kicked and beaten, I then was forced to sign confessions that convicted me of crimes that were not mine. Sentenced in the Diplock court, my protest began. I could not wear this prison gear, I was a blanket man. I'll not accept their status, I'll not be criminalized. That's the issue in blocks for which we give our lives. Over there in London town, oh how they laugh and sneer. If they could only make us wear their loathsome prison gear. Prisoners of war, that's what we are, and that we must remain. The blanket protest cannot end till status we regain. I've been beaten round the romper room because I won't say sir. I've been frog marched down the landing and dragged back by the herd. I've suffered degradation, humility and pain. Still the spirit does not falter, British torture is in vain. I've been held in scalding water while me back with tax crops was torn. I've been scratched and caught from head to foot, then thrown out on the floor. I've suffered murder searches, been probed by drunken bears. Oh, I've heard me comrades cry and scream, then utter useless prayers. Now with the news that's coming in, our protest must not fail. For now we're joined by 30 girls in our women's jail. So pay attention, Irish men and Irish women too, and show Free State rulers their silence will not do. Though it's 90 miles to Dublin town, it seems so far away. There's more attention to our plight in the USA. Oh, now you've heard the story of this filthy living hell. Remember 90 miles away, I'm still in an H-class cell.
There you go, folks. That was from the album Music from the Blocks. That was 90 Miles in Dublin Town. So originally written by Christy Moore, and that was I think we definitely need to try and get that album. I think it is on YouTube, the whole album. But as you can hear, it is very crackly, and it'd actually be great if somebody could maybe take that album and maybe try and recondition it. I mean, maybe redo it. Obviously, you don't want to lose the sort of authenticity of what it was. Obviously, it was recorded inside the H-Blocks on some kind of recording device, like basically they'd be able to get in and get out again to record the album. That's why it is sort of so crackly and not the best of quality, but just goes to show you, I mean, that's what they're able to do inside. I mean, so that was there was a couple of songs I think picked on that album, but maybe try and get out the playlist of it. So, folks, if any of you are interested and want to go to the funeral tomorrow, here's all the details of it. So, you know, so Bik's remains will leave his family home at 14 Linden Gardens, Cliftonville Road, at 12 noon on Tuesday. So, Father Gary, I'm saying there's Gary Donegan, formerly of the parish in Ardoyne, will deliver a blessing for Bik outside the home, after which a few of Bik's favourites will be played. And then the cortege will then proceed up the Cliftonville Road before proceeding to Milltown Cemetery at 2 p.m, where he will be laid to rest. Jerry Kelly, MLA, and the close friend will deliver the main oration, folks. So, got it on that, make the funeral tomorrow. I'm working, it's a busy day for me tomorrow, so it is. So, but I was obviously honoured to be able to go over to the Bik's home last night with my mum and dad to pay our respects. The house was crazy busy, so it was. I'd imagine it'd be the same tonight. But yeah, just made it all real. I mean, folks went over there just the same. So it did one last time. But yeah, so folks, if any have any memories or whatever you want to share tonight, send them in. And we'll definitely share them here on screen. So Joseph Aldridge says, "Yep, I met Bik in the PD one day a couple of years ago. Gentleman and legend, R.I.P. Bik." There's Johnny Costello watching. How you doing, John? Cheers for having me on again yesterday, mate. Great interview, and thanks so much, and good luck with the show. Let's see, there's our good friend Johan from Sweden, the Swedish Provo. Met Bik only once at the Rock, but it is a moment I will treasure for the rest of my life. A hero in a true sense of the word. Join the 10 in heaven now, mate. Yeah, I mean, obviously, most people that would have went to the Rock whenever Bik was doing it would have queued up every week to get their photograph took. This was the only one known time I actually did ask Bik for a photograph. I mean, and that was actually the very first year the big fans gathering that we had it in the PD. That was the following Sunday. So it was, and you knew as soon as Bik came off, people were torsing him for photographs, and he always would have said, "Listen, look, folks, give us 10 minutes to go and change my top and freshen up a bit," and then he would have stood all night for people with photographs. You know what I mean? So he was just that type of guy. I mean, and he stood there with a smile, had a chat with people, no matter who you were, and he was just that type of. You know what I mean? He knew people would have wanted to get photographs with him, and he would have said, "Listen, folks, just how long? Give us a wee minute to get sorted here, and I'll come back out, and basically I'll entertain you all night." You know what I mean? But I think one of the things I have to say, out of all the different posts and sort of things I've seen that were shared over the last few nights there, folks, a few days, was different. Obviously, different people were sharing their memories and stuff on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. But one that really stood out for me was a post that Jerry Oak put up. So I'm actually going to share this here with you now. So it's just go put a wee picture here of Jerry and Bik back in their sort of heyday of Rebel Sundays in the Rock Bar. But Jerry wouldn't be a big sort of user of Facebook these days, you know what I mean? So he wouldn't but he sort of come on the other end and said, "Listen, folks, I have to basically say this here post because of who Bik was," you know what I mean? So I'll read this here directly from Jerry Oak's Facebook. Obviously, he would have been resident singer in the Rock with Bik from the very, very start, with Damien as well, knowing the original Rebel Sunday. So this is from Jerry Oak, folks. So Bik McFarlane, R.I.P. I know by now you've all heard the passing of the legend that is Bik McFarlane. I very rarely use Facebook anymore, but I must do now in memory of my good friend and colleague Bik. I remember meeting Bik for the very first time when the then owners of the rock bar, Sean and Jerry, first started the now famous Rebel Sunday. I'd read about Bik in books over the years, and now we were going to be sharing a stage, sharing the same stage. People say you should never meet your heroes, but that night I did. You'd have thought we knew each other for years. As time went on, I realised that it's just the way we had with people. Give him the minute of his time, the ones that never met him before, the selfies, etc., making people feel comfortable in a special minute of a lifetime. During our changeover set, we'd have an old chat in the keg room, much to the annoyance of the management, but they would slobber a bit about it, lol, and if they pulled me, I'd tout and say it was all Bik's fault, so it was. Every now and again, Bik would stay afterwards of set for a wee drink, and we'd have a great crack. Me singing Caledonia for him, then him getting Damien Quinn to sing it as if I didn't, and vice versa. Him keeping Roisin company till I finished. I was also honoured that Bik would ask me to do Meckle Hatton for him, telling the story of how Bobby Sands wrote it in jail as a poem, sent it down the pipes for Bik to read, Bik reading it and going, "That's not a poem, that's a fucking song," and putting music to it. Then Christy Moore getting it and making it the song it became. I loved doing that song for Bik. It was the only time I ever saw him ignore anyone. I have many memories of Bik, as have many others. It was an absolute pleasure and a privilege to have known him, to share the stories, share the stage with him, and share the songs, advice, great times in the Rock Bar Belfast. We are thinking of his friends and comrades, of the countless people that have contacted me from here and around the world, asking me to express their condolences to Bik's family. We are thinking of Bik's wife, Bik's wider family circle. Myself and Roisin, our children, and the wider McConnell family circle are thinking of Bik's wife, Lena, his children, Thomas, Emma and Tina, at this very sad time. Let the music keep your spirits high. To Bik, 6 more tunes, 6 more tunes, 6 more tunes. Slán go fóill, Macara. So folks, that was just a wee special tribute that Jerry Og left for Bik on Facebook the other night. And I definitely admit there was a near wee tear shed. And as soon as I seen it, I texted Jerry straight away and just said, "Listen, mate, that was heartbreaking just watching that." And he says, "Mate, I'm sitting here in tears reading all these messages people are sending me through there." That was Jerry's wee mention for me. Very, very heartbreaking. I'm sure, especially for Felix and Jerry, who shared the stage with him in the Rock for so long. Do you know what I mean? So it was very, very hard for him, especially last night, to sing a song from ourselves. Folks, if you haven't seen it, go on to my Facebook. I did share it today. The video that Marty sent me last night, and he did say, "Oh, there wasn't a dry eye in the house," so there wasn't. So the song we're going to do now is the one that Bik recorded with Cruncher off their Bobby Sands album. So there's a few songs, and we're going to play a couple of different ones tonight. A couple of ones that Bik sang. This one, the two of them sang it together. So I think Bik is doing the harmonies in this song. So this is Something Said So Strong from Bik and Cruncher. And hopefully this here doesn't get knocked off Facebook, because the last time I played this on the Sunday show, they cut me off. So we'll see what happens. So this is Bik and Cruncher, folks, with Something Said So Strong. No, see that there's the Lee Bree Staffrey version, so it is. Let's see. This should be the right version now. All going so well.
The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become. The more that you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can't deny me, you can't decide to turn your face away, no matter, 'cause there's something inside so strong. And I know that I can make it, doing me wrong, so wrong. I thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, something inside so strong. Oh no, no, something inside so strong. The more you're up, used to hear my voice, louder I will sing. You hide behind your walls of Jericho, your lights will come tumbling. In my blessing time, you squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you. 'Cause there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, but you're doing me wrong, so wrong. I thought that my pride was gone. No, no, something inside so strong. Something inside so strong. Oh, no, no, no. Something inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when they insist we're just not good enough, but we know better. We'll just look him in the eyes and say, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. 'Cause there's something inside so strong. And I know that I can make it. You're doing me wrong, so wrong. Thought that my pride was gone. No, no, something inside so strong. Our day is coming. Something inside so strong. Our day is coming. Something inside so strong. Oh, Jockey Ireland. Something inside so strong.
Yeah, so that's Bik and Crunch there, folks, from the Bobby Sands album they done. That is Something Say Too Strong, obviously originally Libri Safri songs with us. Apologies for playing the wrong version at the start. I thought I had the right one lined up. But yeah, folks, very, very emotional night here. As I can see, a lot of these are all getting all these comments in, so cheers. So I can't go through them all. There's loads and loads. Just a wee comment I want to highlight here that Maura McNally said out on, just about the funeral tomorrow. Let's see. The funeral will be huge. A man so well thought of, loved and respected. Every rebel heart in Ireland is broke. He was the living reminder of the dark days of the hunger strike. Definitely, Maura, folks. If any of you can make it to the funeral tomorrow, try and get over. So I say Cliftonville Road will come to a standstill tomorrow afternoon, so it will. But I mean, I remember I was telling Johnny Costello yesterday when I was doing the interview on his show. I was out still working on Friday when I get the text through on my phone, just that he'd passed. And I can remember like this day, the day I was doing the show live on Sunday, whenever the texting through the big Bobby had passed away, and literally it was just like a freight train hitting you, like, so it was. And definitely it was exactly the same the other day whenever I got the text about Bik. It's one of them ones. Obviously everybody thought that he was on the mend. I mean, thought that he'd beaten the cancer. He was out and about there a few months ago. Obviously there's a picture of him in the films and stuff, whatever. Obviously he was looking a bit weaker than his normal self, like, but he was up and about, which was great to see. And obviously then having to go took into the hospice in his last days was just so hard to take, folks. And it's just hard to think that he'll never play another Rebel Sundays in the Rock, or nobody will see him again. But somebody's just asking her about, is there any link for the funeral in Limerick? So I'd say there will be. I'd say maybe Sinn Féin might do a live stream, the way they've done with the Bobby story one, because I know there'll be people from all over the world who want to watch this here still, well, I mean. And obviously it's not going to be in a church, so there's no like webcam from the church. It's just going to be outside, and then it's going straight to the mill to him. So I would assume that they're maybe going to do a live stream tomorrow. They may announce it in the morning or something, so hopefully they will, because I'm working tomorrow, so I would like to see it. So as I say, folks, we'll have Shea Doolin coming on live. obviously we had Shea lined up for this year to do his interview tonight for a good few weeks now. So we'll go through the whole second half of the show for most of the second half of the show for Shea's interview, and he is gonna do a song from Marcella live. During his interview. So right, let's say we had a few videos to do. So this next one we're going to do. So a few people had asked us earlier on to play Terrorist or Dreamer, which obviously it's a song that I asked Bik could we put on our Rebs for Hope album. So I was digging through my phone earlier on there, trying to find all the old videos we had from the original online fundraiser we done for the CD. So I found the video that Bik sent me, originally the one he sent me of him basically saying what song he was doing, and then we found the video of the one we used for the online video. So this is basically the video here Bik has sent me. Luckily it was still in the WhatsApp from one that he had sent me. I was able to download it again today, and then we're going to play the original live version of Terrorist or Dreamer that was recorded in St Paul's Club here in West Belfast. Good few years ago now. It must have been at some function where Bik was singing anyway. So we'll play this here now. So this is the original intro that Bik has sent me for the Rebs for Hope CD that we've done, and then we're going to play the Bik singing Terrorist or Dreamer live, folks.
I'm Bik McFarlane from Belfast. My song on the album is Terrorist or Dreamer. This is a song by a very renowned Irish singer-songwriter called Mick Hanley. He used to play with Moving Hearts and a host of other reputable outfits. And the song was his historical look at the manner in which Irish Republicans who fought from 1916 right through to the present day were treated abysmally by the Free State establishment from 1916 the whole way through. And it depicts, as the decades go by, the manner in which they were treated. So I hope you enjoy the song. But folks, please support these two hard-working mental health awareness charities in Belfast by supporting Row and the Rebel podcast and buying the album Rebs for Hope.
This is a wee song, this is from Big Sean here, written by a great Irish singer, used to play with Moving Hearts, a fella called Mick Hanley. And he wrote this wee song. It's like a historical look at the men and women from 1916 and how the Free State establishment dealt with the people from 1916 all the way down to years even today, their attitude to Republicans. It's a wee song called Terrorist or Dreamer. It takes you through the different years. But the Green Brigade over in Glasgow, the Celtic supporters, oh fuck, I was afraid of that, right? They got the words of this. They thought that I wrote this song. I wish I had have. So I got this big banner with William Wallace and Bobby Sands on it, the portraits on it, and they put the words Terrorist or Dreamer across the middle. And they put it over Celtic Park about 4 years ago in the European Championship against AC Milan. All the way down from the top of the stand, all over the place. Celtic were fined €45,000. Now I think that was money well spent for good advertising. So fair play to the Green Brigade. A wee song called Terrorist or Dreamer. Sackville Street, the curfew drove the restless out of sight. The black and tans marched up and down, the moon shone cold and bright. The shotguns like a whip crack pulled the first man off his feet. He died on bloody cobblestones, his comrades combed the streets. Called up reinforcements, pulled the people from their beds. They were screaming at the bastards, but its fear was in their heads. They found him in a cellar, He was only 17, fighting for his country, dying for the green. The sergeant dragged him by the hair, beat him to the ground, into this young man's body. He emptied every round. Come on, take a look, he cried, as he marched his troops away. They went in stony silence, such a price to have to pay. Some knelt and prayed beside him, but it's too late anyhow. He said he was a rebel then, but he's a hero now. In 66 this country sang the praises of the dead. We didn't call them rebels then, we used patriot instead. On every household TV screen we saw how hard they fought, how they spilled their life's blood, freedom had been bought. The garden gates were opened up, the silent motorcades, cannons boomed and flags unfurled, solemn wreaths were laid. First when those departed, gulf full loud and clear, for those who had been outlawed, but it was another year. The veterans lined up stiff and proud, the whites hurled the wind, with the pride pinned to their gabardines, thoughts upon their friends. And bitter wounds burst open, the scars of history went flying into our faces with stark reality. Just up the road from Sackville Street, but things aren't different now. He said he was a rebel then, but he's a hero now. Along the Falls Road, soldiers pushed the glances left and right. Kids of the English working class, soldiers overnight, tossed into the melting pot of bloody war and strife. Never understanding, fearing for their lives. Outside the Glen Road Brewery, a bomb takes two away. The bomber's work is over, well, he's finished for the day. A terrorist or a dreamer, or the savage or the brave, it depends if his vote you're trying to catch, his face you're trying to save. There's tea and cakes in Downing Street, and whispers in the hall. Let's move the cure Rhodesia, now our backs are to the wall. There's panic down in Leinster House, the words are seldom scarce. Send someone to Glasnevin quick to remember Patrick Pearse. Once more his crucifixion, well, it seems a lie somehow. They said he was a rebel then, but he's a hero now. Once more his crucifixion, it seems a lie somehow. They said he was a rebel then, but he's a hero now. He's a hero now. Thank you.
They chose to drive us into the ground, and that's where they made their mistake. The mistake they made was not understanding the psyche
of Irish struggle and of Irish people, particularly of people at the coalface of struggle and hunger strike. There was absolutely no chance in a million years of breaking those hunger strikers, none whatsoever. The Brits thought they could do it. They were wrong. They were proved to be wrong. Maggie Thatcher's dead and gone. Her criminalisation policy was dead before the hunger strikes ended. They cannot come to terms with the fact that we as Republicans took on the might of the British Empire, who decided that the best way to defeat the IRA struggle and the nationalist struggle in this country was to criminalise the prisoners. And we took them on a battlefield that they set, and we won. And the reason we won is because we had 10 people who went to the wall and went beyond it for the people who are standing here today. And we owe them an absolute massive debt for their courage and determination to bring us through that.
There you go, folks. That's another just wee clip of Bik, basically just in his pump and his prime. And I mean, a lot of people always say he was always a great speaker. I mean, just out there, I think I was speaking on one of the hunger strike memories. I think actually out there it was over in Scotland, so it was in Glasgow. It would have been. He was speaking. That there was loads and loads of people, different groups shared that there once over TikTok as well yesterday. But it just shows you what kind of man he was. I mean, so if we're going to have another one song to play, and then we'll go with get Shea on. Just folks, loads of requests. Just even Paul Sheeran there from Clover. What a singer! What a fabulous songer! Obviously, he's a hero now. And I always would have played that song and dedicated it to Big Bobby. I mean, but obviously, Big's up there with Bobby now, so he is. And to him out of care. So there's one more wee clip I want to do. Obviously, I used to play in the Only Alltap Moyle Flute Band over in New Lodge, and they recorded this here yesterday, especially for Bik. I think it was. I don't know if I think they were doing a parade yesterday. I don't know if this here was in the Memorial Garden or New Lodge before they left or when they come back. But this is their the Flag and the Fianna recorded from the Only Alltap Moyle Flute Band in New Lodge, especially for Bik yesterday, folks. There, folks, is the Only Alltap Moyle Flute Band from New Lodge with their dedication yesterday, folks. It was before the parade or after the parade, especially for the legendary Britain, Bik McFarlane, folks. So yeah, loads more comments, loads of numbers now, folks. Massive crowd watching tonight. McGacker just says, every time Bik finished his set, didn't matter if it was 10 people or 100 people there, he always said, you're the best crowd I've ever played to. So he did. He definitely did. See, just Marty here replying to Johan's comment. Yeah, the tears were tripping me. Johan, Carson, and everyone in the bar, including Jerry Og, was the same. He done brilliantly to sing it as perfectly. He did, because I was watching the video and a few times you could tell there's bits of the song where he was choking up in it. So he was. So I mean, Jerry Og, fair play to him. Fair play indeed. Right, so folks, we're going to play one more here song tonight for Bik, and then we'll hopefully have Shea on from 8 o'clock. This first hour's flew in. So thanks for all the lovely comments and all. Tonight, folks, it's much appreciated. So this is another song off the Bobby Sands album, and this is Bik, folks, with O'Hara Hughes, McCreasy Sands.
Come, Irishman, I pretend, and listen to these words I tell, for I sing ole from a bygone day, for the brave young lads we all knew well. Young lads who died that freedom's light might shine so bright across the land. For no braver men has Ireland seen than O'Hara Hughes, McCreasy Sands. Young Irishman in Ulster born, deprived of freedom, work and hope, oppressed by ruthless racist laws that grind men down beneath the yoke. And when the bloodhound comes at night to terror strike across the land, with their tanks and guns and poor man's sons, O'Hara Hughes, McCreasy Sands. And in the hell of an H-block cell, where tyrants strive to break men's wills, and boots and bars leave lifelong scars, these brave men's spirits ne'er did yield. The words of Christ then came to mind, who would give up his life for his fellow man. And the volunteers without dread or fear were O'Hara Hughes, McCreasy Sands. For 70 days these men they lay under Margaret Thatcher's tyranny, and British churchmen came to say that no clergyman their souls could free. But far and wide with tears and pride their story was told in distant lands. So your voices raise, we will sing in praise, O'Hara Hughes, McCreasy Sands. Now brave men die, and slick men lie, and weak men turn their heads away. But short is the hour of those in power who truth and the rights of man betray. But the fight will go on and will not be done while man is unfree in this fair land. And in freedom's days we will sing in praise of O'Hara Hughes, McCreasy Sands.
Yeah, there's O'Hara Hughes, McCreasy Sands there, folks, from the man who we're paying tribute to tonight, folks, legendary Britain, Bik McFarlane, folks. So hopefully right now we should have Shea with us any minute now. We're just going to get him on the screen a wee second. 2 seconds. There we go. Alright, Shea, can you hear me, mate?
Roll, you alright? Can you hear me?
Good man. Yes, mate. Happy days. Perfect. Good sound. So listen, mate, thanks very much again for joining us, mate. Much appreciated. So obviously delighted to have you back on the show. So obviously the first time we had you on, it was over the phone. It wasn't one of the video interviews. You had just released your My Father's Opinion album, and obviously your life was a lot different back then than it was now. We're sort of back in 2020. So obviously then 2023, you were one of the very first guests we got on the show live in the video screens, and you just recorded your Take Me to the Paradise album, and you hadn't released it yet. And I remember you sent me a couple of songs, like sort of exclusives, which was great. So obviously, fast forward this year, mate, 2025. It's almost like a sort of story for you of a Premier League footballer. So obviously, going from working on building sites during the day and doing gigs in the evening and weekends 5 years ago to now, you're basically the most, and I say this here with courage, mate, you're the most literally in-demand rebel singer to be booked all over the world. So I say, it must suck to be you right now, mate, does it?
I wouldn't say the most in demand, like, but
I would say honestly, because they're top of the list for every big gig, no matter where it is. Salt Lake Rebel gig, you're there, mate. So honestly, fair play to you.
I just appreciate all the support I've had over the past few years. It's been unbelievable. Like I genuinely still can't believe it. From going, obviously playing in Liverpool to just doing bars, and then over lockdown doing a few live streams, and then going from that to now is pretty mad. So honestly, I can't thank people enough for it, to be honest.
Definitely, mate. Leslie, so tell me this. We might have touched slightly on it the last time you were on. So tell us a wee bit about your connection, mate, that you have with the Celtic fans, and of course, like I have to add yourself in there as well. Yourself, you're a massive Celtic fan. You know, nothing more than sort of being in with the fans in the ground. Like, but is this sort of where you get your inspiration to put your own unique sort of twist on some of the songs? Obviously, a lot of these songs originate from the stand in Celtic Park. Obviously, like Jad on the Wing, Rayo Tate, Walking McGallagate, the Celtic, Colin McGregor, Kieran Tierney. Also, I mean, is this where you sort of get your inspiration to do all these songs?
Yeah, I think it comes from just like being, I suppose, like after a match and stuff. If people know in Glasgow and probably anywhere, even in Ireland and stuff, if people watching a match and then after the match you get a singer on and stuff. I think I always thought like, I don't know, just sort of like to play the. I think a lot of singers can probably back me on this. Is that you play a song and then in between every song the fans will just start chanting one of the chants. So I just always thought just start playing along with them and then start putting them out there. And yeah, I didn't expect it to go the way it went, but yeah, that's where it come from, I guess.
I think it's definitely the reason why you've been so successful over the last few years. Obviously, getting booked for Celtic gigs all over the world, like obviously in like Dubai and sort of everywhere. I mean, America as well. So, tell us a wee bit about playing in Dubai. How did that there sort of come about, and how was that for you? I mean, I'm sure your playing over there was a wee bit different than playing like say, in Ireland and Scotland, was it?
It wasn't as different as you think, to be honest. It really wasn't. Other than it being a bit warmer, it wasn't that different. So there's the Dubai Hoops South Sports Club. They're a great sports club in Dubai. If anyone ever goes over and is looking to watch the match, they're based out of McGettigans, and they have their own little room, their own club and that, and it's pretty special. They got in contact with me and just said about doing their 25th anniversary dance, and I just went over and I was, to be honest, I was a bit gobsmacked when I was on the plane and stuff, thinking I'm actually on my way to Dubai yet to do a gig, which was I never thought would happen. But then when you're over there, it's honestly, mate, it was just all like typical Celtic fans, every Celtic fan, Irish, Scottish, everyone, and the gig was no different to where you play anywhere else. Just everyone bouncing, having a good time, drinking, singing the songs, and that was and the same in America was similar. You're playing in a bar or in a club or whatever, and it's the same situation, just a different location.
Obviously, so over in America, it was pre-season, was it? You done over there? Last year, the year before. So how did that there come with? Was it like a Celtic supporters group or something, or a promotion company over there put you to do it or what? Or
yeah, so you got the Holy City South Sports Club. They're based in North Carolina, and when South playing Man City, they were playing in Chapel Hill, and it seemed like a good location for a few CSPs to go and meet across the country. So you had like Miami, you had New York. They all just went to the Man City, and we were playing Man City then. And I think it was just a central location for everyone to meet, for the one game. And it was Holy City messaged me, and they were a great club again. Like, and it's mad to see the stretch that South have got. You're talking to these people and they've got proper strong American accents, but they'll start singing rebel songs and that. You realise how much like what they have to go through as well. Like they're up at like 4 or 5 in the morning watching matches or late at night, and it was good to see them all and have a good good time with them as well.
Yeah, definitely. So I was going to play a wee clip here, share it, but literally some reason I deleted it on my phone, so it was the clip from the Field this year, right? I'm raging because it's a cracking clip. Obviously, you're playing there in front of 10,000 people singing "Don't Worry, Be Happy," right? So obviously, sort of go back like 2-3 years ago. It was the last night of the Field in Belfast. Obviously, me and you were playing the Rock Bar. Remember, it was a booking. We were playing upstairs, so it was. And you had texted me that day and said, "Listen, can you get me a mic stand? I hadn't got a mic stand with me." And I literally sort of had to grab one, and there was no. Sorry. Oh, cheers. Sorry, there's my tea there. We had no mic stand. I literally remember I had to like tape your mic to the top of the stand with gaffer tape, and I was like, "How's you going to do this here gig, whatever?" But as always, meant you smashed the gig, right? You come off the stage, soaked with sweat, whatever, and then I remember you saying, "Right, I can go up to the park, folks, so I am, whatever, to see the Wolf Tones, whatever, as a punter," and then you put a picture up right outside of, I think you were standing at the wee stall across the street, and I don't know if you bought a t-shirt or something, you put in the picture saying, "Right, folks, heading up to the park here now to see the Wolf Tones, great gig in the Rock Bar," and I remember like all the comments were all saying, "Mate, you need to be playing that stage, you need to be playing that stage next or whatever," and you're like, well, so we'll see maybe one day, mate. And obviously then, fast forward, August 2024, you're playing that one, but 2 times in front of 10,000 people on the Falls Park, obviously in the sunshine, West Belfast Favour, obviously without doubt the biggest rebel music gig in the world for any rebel singer, like that there's no doubt of that there. So I'm sure if you only ever got to play the field once and you never ever booked the game, which it says was bullshit, you will be booked again, like I'm sure that there will probably live with you for the rest of your life, like doing them gigs.
100%. I still think about them, like I just don't. I can't believe that I even had the opportunity to do it. And I remember getting asked, and I was over the moon, and I thought I'll be on like really early because my first time. And I was honestly so happy with that. I was buzzing just to get my foot in the door and get on that stage. And even if it was in front of 20, 30 people, I would have been made up. And I remember them giving me my time slot, and I went white as a sheet. And I just didn't know what to expect, and I didn't. When I walked out and seeing everyone, I just didn't think I'd get to that point ever in my life. So it was unbelievable, to be honest.
But I think I went on the Saturday nights with it, but I was actually playing the Rock the same time you were on. So I can't link up with you what time your set was, like, and I was obviously playing there must have been 200 culties all in the Rock Bar, going mad still, hadn't near the park yet. So I was probably playing the Whistling Donkeys and all Femins, like, but yeah, I mean obviously seeing the videos there, like, it was just like seeing all them crowd and all and sing along with you, must have just got some buzz, I mean, of doing it there, like.
I just didn't I didn't expect it to go as well as it did. I still look at it, even some of the videos I see, and I look out to the car, and I just can't believe there was that many people there, and it was unbelievable just to experience that, and to share as well, also to have people who loved it watching me do that as well was unbelievable as well, and because like people in my life know how hard I've worked to get to where I am, and for them to enjoy it as well was pretty special as well. So it was all round just one of the best experiences in my life.
Yeah, definitely, mate. So obviously what we've been doing now in this part of the show, when we started the new Monday Night Slap, we're getting the guests in. We've asked them to play a song midway through the set. So obviously during this part of the interview, we're going to ask you to do a wee song, and I'd asked you to do song, Marcel, and you had said, "Listen, what's the song I want to do anyway?" Obviously in memory of Bik. So we're remembering this evening. Maybe tell us, obviously you would have been coming up sort of as a young rebel singer, probably Bik would have been one of the major sort of players at the time. Tell us what sort of, I'm sure you've probably ran on the Bik a few times, maybe in the Rock and Bar stuff, so give us any memories you have of Bik at all, Shea, like.
Well, I remember being a young, that's the first time I met Bik, I was a young kid, and I was in the flute band in Liverpool. We went over to Belfast, and we marched in Belfast, and then Bik was playing after it, and I always remember him playing A Terrorist or a Dreamer.
Yeah,
and that song stuck with me when I was young. I still think it's one of the best written songs that you'll ever hear. I know Bik said he didn't write it, but he still does a pretty good version of it. And then obviously he wrote a song for Marcella, which is, in my opinion, obviously if people know Bik and know the history and they know the song, but it's probably for me one of the most underrated Irish songs of all time, in my opinion. I think if anyone that's listens to it who's never heard it before will always tell me how good of a song it is. And
Yep.
I just think Bik as well. Like the first time I met him, like properly, where I got chatting to him would have been when I first played the Rock Bar, and that would have been I think it would have been 3 years ago or so, around then. And you'll never meet a bigger gentleman in your life. Like he looked after me. He was chatting to me and he was giving me words of advice, and he was just down to earth. And for everything that the man's been through and everything he's done and everything, and how much of an inspiration and a hero he is to people, he was so humble, and that's something that'll always stick with me. Like, and I think you know yourself, Ro, that you felt like you could just sit there and chat to him all night.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But it'll be a massive loss to all of us anyway. But yeah, he was a hero of man, a hero of many as well.
Definitely. So listen, do you want to do a song from Marcel now, Ian? Shea for us, live?
Yeah, it's good guitar now.
No problem. So this is Shea Doolin, folks. He's going to be singing Bik's song from Marcel, live on screen here for us, especially in memory of Bik McFarlane this evening.
That sound okay, Ro? Yeah.
Yeah, it's come through, Graham.
It doesn't seem quite so long ago, the last time that I saw you. But ain't it funny how the memories grow? Seems they always fall around you. They try to break you in a living hell, but they couldn't find a way. So they killed you in a hate block cell, and told that all would turn away. They thought your spirit could arise again, but you dared to prove them wrong. And in death, you tore away the chains. Let the word of freedom song. Yet the heartache and pain lingers on. They're still here, though it's so long since you've gone. Oh, we're stronger now. You showed us how. Freedom's fight coming on. I wish there was an easy road to choose to bring the heartache to an end. But easy roads are always sure to lose. I seen it time and time again. If you could stand by me like yesterday, I'd find the strength to carry on. So let your spirit shine along the way, and our day will surely come. Yet the heartache and pain lingers on. They're still here, though it's so long since you've gone. but we're stronger now. You showed us how freedom's fight can be won if we all stand as one.
Listen, Shea, folks. Cheers, mate. That's a song from Marcella, a song brilliantly. Are you just recording from your phone there? Aye. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the guitar didn't come through great. It was flickering in a bit. Still, we'll still heard it. It's grand, mate. Listen, no problem, mate. Listen, thanks very much for that. Mate, you see, even watching the comments here, all coming through while it's live, just see all the nice comments people are saying just about you. Basically saying, listen, look, there's no better guy who deserves all the success. He's just genuine, 100%, etc. Fair play to him. He deserves every gig he's getting. So, I mean, the love was out there for him at the night, so it is.
I didn't even see the comments.
Well, you can come back and have a look at them. I'm sure they're on YouTube and Facebook. So you posted last week, mate, that you're currently sort of working on your third studio album, mate. So tell us a wee bit about this one. Is there what's going to be a bit different than the last two albums you've done on it? What's the plans for it?
Yeah, I think I'm in the studio tomorrow. And then Thursday, it's going to be, obviously there's a couple of Celtic songs on it, and then I think some of the songs I'm playing are just some sort of a little bit for me as well, like some of my favourite songs to play and stuff. So, yeah, I think it'll be a bit different for people, but in a good way, I guess, as well.
Are you going to be recording the Jada song?
We'll see what happens with that.
Because remember last time you were like, nah, I don't want to do it because Damien's done it and Emer's done it and whatever. Like that. Obviously, but I think everybody, whenever I play, people go play Shea's version, but it's always like there's only the live versions of it. There's never any a good. So I mean, only having to play the other versions. But obviously, you're really so well known for singing at your gigs, like so you are.
Yeah. I think it is just. I was heartbroken when he left, and I knew if I recorded it, I don't know. I don't record it. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But recording it and then he leaves in the summer or something, it'll be. I would see what happens.
Well, obviously, so not that long ago, maybe if someone recorded an album, like they would have obviously paid for the cost of recording the album and getting the CDs and all printed, and then obviously selling CDs at the sort of gigs, and then sort of recoup the money. But I think those days now are long gone. So I think it's more or less gets on the Spotify or Apple Music and stuff, whatever. I mean, do you think is that basically just part and parcel of being a singer now? You have to take a hit on the money, get it recorded, and that's how you get yourself known, putting it out there on like Spotify and stuff like.
Yeah, and it's not cheap either. I think like you've got to sort of like obviously record. To be fair, any even before Spotify, it wasn't cheap to get a studio, and record.
Oh, yeah,
stuff like that. But I think there's a lot of pros and cons with online music, because obviously the outreach is a lot more and it's on hand. People can walk down the street with their headphones in and they can throw anything on, whereas back in the day they'd have to go home and throw a CD on or whatever. I think it's a lot handier, and it does have a bigger outreach, I guess, as well. I think as well it's helped me massively as well, just to I think it helps any musician, I think, just to say, like, if someone's booking you or something, you just say yeah, and someone says
on Spotify.
Yeah, have you got anything online, and you can just give it straight away, can't you?
But obviously you literally need to sort of get 1 million views to make 2 or 3p, wouldn't you? Like, it's just it's not like you're not putting on Spotify for the money, like, so you aren't.
Yeah, it's not big money. I think people seem to think that I don't know, you get a few thousand streams and you're loads of it. It's not like that at all.
Definitely not. No. I think see, in some ways now, Shea, I think being a rebel singer, it's like the in cool thing. I think for a lot of young ones coming through, and I think for me, as much as it's great to see so many young ones coming through onto the scene, I think I'm not going to say it's very easy to pick up a guitar, because coming from a field guitarist who tried to learn a guitar and it was useless and had the buddy going, actually Laura sold it, like, but I mean, it's somebody can obviously pick up a guitar, learn the chords, and maybe go on a phone screen and just look at the words, whatever. But I think it's great to see a lot of these singers come through, but for me, I think the rebel songs are a lot different than doing just like sort of folk songs. Or a lot of these songs are all about sort of obviously volunteers. People have lost their lives. They're about stories about volunteers. I mean, atrocities, and obviously there's families there. I mean, and I think if somebody is coming through like and wants to be a rebel singer, and they want to go on a stage, and it's great you can get all these followers and look at me, I'm doing all this here. But I think you need to basically go and learn your history and basically what these songs are about. I mean, it's alright saying going, this is bloody whatever, so Joe McDowell. Not even, I mean, I just think because there's so many sort of people watching you. I mean, you don't know, it could be a volunteer sort of wife there or son or daughter or something in the crowd, whatever, and you're singing this song, and say it's easy for somebody just coming through and just to say, yep, I'm going to be a rebel singer a couple of days and whatever. But I think obviously like yourself, you grew up in a very Republican family, you played in the flute band, and we brought up all these songs. I mean, you brought up obviously with your dad and stuff, telling you all the stories. But would you sort of agree with that there? Like, I mean, that sort of mentality, or?
I do and I don't. I think you're right in learning the history. I think learning the history of the music is vital. Is vital because if you're singing it and you don't know, and it's not even just like if you're singing it in a bar and you don't know what it's about. It's if you sing it in a bar where there's people there that wouldn't appreciate it. If you're just singing it, you don't know the history, but you know that it's going to offend people or whatever, then at least then if you know that history, you know that, right, I'm not in the right place to play this song, or I am in the right place, or this is the right crowd or whatever. But I also believe as well that a lot of musicians coming through, like any person that picks up guitar and plays these songs about ex-volunteers, for example, or any people have lost their lives, or anything to do with Irish freedom or anything, is a great thing, even if people don't understand the history. I want to say that people do understand it to an extent, otherwise you wouldn't be playing that sort of music. You might not know, full history behind someone, but I think anyone that can pick up a guitar and play it in a bar, and obviously people expecting that music and stuff, just keeping the names alive is enough for me, I think. And, I think, you know what, we're very lucky, me, myself, and obviously a lot of young musicians, that we've had people before us who wrote such amazing songs. Like Jerry Glacken and Brian Warfield and all these people that wrote some amazing songs for us to play. And maybe it is also respecting them as well, to go and learn why they wrote the song, why they done that. And that takes time as well. Like me, for example, I'm still learning songs I never heard before, like as a kid, and just by going to places, and then people are saying, "Have you heard this song? This is about so and so volunteer," and I'll go and research it, go and learn it, and I think that's what the advice I'd say to any musician is on this scene, is just learn your history, but also don't be afraid to play what you want as well. Like don't think, just because you don't know the history you can't play a certain song.
You can't sing the song. Obviously you would get a lot of young ones going to your gigs. What's your opinion on the whole Grace, I will die in the middle of the song? Are you one that's, listen, shut up, stop singing that there, or you just let it, like, if they want to sing it, let them sing it? I think it's very divided. Like, I mean, a lot of I've seen their singers they'll stop singing the song, go, let's see if any is singing it there. I've actually done it at a few gigs one night and said, folks, see if one of you sings I Will Die, and turn this song off. I mean, I think it's just a lot of people have come out and said it is just very like disrespectful for the song. I mean, for what the song's about, and for a lot of, but even you get a lot of older ones, will shit as well. I mean, it doesn't all kids like. I think
my view is, I don't like it, but it doesn't bother me to a point where it bothers some people, but it does bother me as well. But that's again, like what you said before, is about learning the history of the song. Like Joseph Plunkett didn't want to die. You know what I mean? He didn't want to die. He would have loved nothing more than to have lived and married Grace and lived a happy life. Like, but he died for the cause. He died for Irish freedom, and I think I will die. Yeah, I do agree it's disrespectful. I don't think it's. But I also don't agree with people getting angry at people singing it, because, like you said, a lot of the ones that sing it, a lot of young ones. Maybe it's just a case of just educating them, saying, listen, I get you're probably just joining with everyone else, but probably the old ones should probably know better. But the young ones, they're singing a song and they're just they probably don't know nothing of it. They don't think they're offending anyone by doing it, but
It could be worse that they weren't at the gig. You know what I mean, they're there at a Rebel gig. They're there singing the songs. I mean, so that's a good thing. So it is. See, so last year, Shea, it was a massive year for you. So it was loads of massive gigs. So coming into this year, you played some big gigs already. So is there any other ones coming up this year? You're for the summer. Anything you're planning? You want to talk about the ones you're booked for? You're looking forward to, or?
I think one of the biggest ones for me this year, which I got asked last week, and I haven't confirmed it properly yet, but it is confirmed. But I'll post it and stuff. Is the Wolf Tones are playing the Pierhead in Liverpool on the Waterfront, which is it's absolutely unbelievable to see. That in Liverpool on the Waterfront, you've got like Jamie Webster played there. The one like a lot of Liverpool bands played there, and it's like going to be like 10 to 15,000 people. And I've been asked to support the Wolf Tones in that, obviously being a Scouser, coming from a strong Irish heritage, Irish family and Irish background. And then being a Scouser where I know Liverpool itself, like a lot of my friends and stuff from Liverpool are Scousers with strong Irish backgrounds and Irish heritages, and to see the Wolf Tones playing the Pierhead is pretty crazy, which is like literally right in front of the live building, and it's
so is that way outdoor, is it? It's an outdoor?
Yeah, it's outdoor. It's a big outdoor. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's literally on where the River Mersey is. It's on the right in front of the live building, and probably about 10,000 people could fit on there. And the Wolf Tones are playing there on the 20th of June.
Amazing.
And I've been asked to support, which obviously being I am proud to come from Liverpool and proud of my Irish heritage as well. And it's amazing to be asked to do that. So that's probably the one I'm looking forward to a lot as well. And then I've got the other things in the pipeline as well. So we'll see what happens with them as well.
So are you playing the field again this year?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Aye.
I'd love to. I'd love nothing more than to do it again.
Well, obviously, a few people say there says, listen, he needs to be headlining. So he is. Obviously, there would be.
I don't want that. I love where I am. I liked last year where I could just enjoy it, and then no pressure, have a pint after, and enjoy the night. I'd be a nervous wreck if I had to wait all day till 10 o'clock at night to.
I'd go on. So obviously, we're near done here. So most weekends, obviously, year round, you can be seen playing all over Scotland and Ireland, whatever. But you still manage to get all your bread and butter gigs in Liverpool. Same weekends, you could be doing maybe like 3 gigs a night and sort of 3 bars. But tell us, see the regular gigs you do in Liverpool. I mean, see a lot of what would be your regular punters? It would be like local sort of Scousers, or is it like students over in university, or people on hen stag weekends, or what? What's the sort of clientele you would get at the gigs you do in Liverpool?
You know what? That's why one of the things I love about it. It's completely different every week, and like 1 week you'll get like full of stags and hens, and 1 week it'll just be all students out, and every gig's different as well. Like the students, for example, they go out really late, so they'll go out like 11, 12 o'clock, and I'll do like a late gig, so that'll be full of students. But then the earlier gigs in the early evening or whatever, that's probably a lot more stags and hens, but also a lot of Scousers come out with the strong Irish background, just want to listen to Irish music, and it's also like in Liverpool, all of the Irish bars are probably some of the only bars that do live music.
So see, like the Lanigans and Fitzgeralds and are these all like rebel bars, the gigs you do, or what kind of stuff do you play in them? Is it all folk you have to play, or is there stuff you can't play, or?
No, you're not told you can't play anything. You can play whatever you want. I think it's just being mindful of you playing too. Is like sometimes you will get a full like depends on the situation. Say for example, Liverpool just played a match. You're gonna get a mix, so you're gonna get people wanting just Irish songs or just normal songs. But majority of the time, it is just people wanting Irish music and just stuff you can dance to, really, stuff you can. But then on a Sunday, for example, Sundays are my favourite day to gig. On a Sunday, you get more of the people out for the rebel music in Liverpool. Like I want like ballads and to relax and listen to songs you've probably never heard before. Whereas Friday and Saturday be more your typical Irish bar, like what you'd hear normally, I guess.
Yeah. So before we go to the last question here, obviously there's been loads of people asking this. Are you a red or a blue, or just a green?
No, neither. Like I've got a split family on my mum's side. Like my mum's a blue, my nan's a red. But I've followed Celtic all my life, so always pick the one club for me. So I'll always be a Celtic fan. That'll be me.
Are you going to go and see this new Everton Stadium at any stage, or some job like? Actually, when we were coming home there from Birmingham, the Birmingham gig, we drove from Birmingham to Liverpool on the boat, and obviously we were passing it on the way out, and it looks amazing, like it's some stadium.
You know what? It's I've seen it because they played I think it was an under-21s match there the other week. It looks unbelievable. To be fair, it looks just dead modern and dead like, and it's on Bramley Moor, which to be honest, where it is, there's not much around it. It's just on the docks, but like it's a bit of a walk into town or whatever. But it's a lovely stadium, though. Really, really nice stadium. Yeah. I think Everton will be very. I don't know. There's still a lot of Everton fans I know that love Goodison because it's such an old school stadium. It's been Everton's home for over the century.
I went once with Laura's dad. And this was a good few years ago. He's a big blue, so he is like. Yeah. And he brought me over, and I still have the splinters in my hole from them bloody wooden seats where we were sitting. It was them wooden ones, and it was literally I got home in the flight. It must have been like stuck on the back of me. So it was the seats were that old. But listen, mate, I'm going to let you go here. But once again, Shea, thank you for coming on. Honestly, the third time you're just. It's part of the reason why I just recommend you to everybody. Like, you're one of them, okay, just you have no urge or graces. Like there's a lot of people in this scene who I deal with, obviously, with the promotions and all, and you see, and they're like busy talking about you, think they're your best mate, and then literally go and stab you in the back as soon as you turn around. No, mate, you're just a really nice, genuine guy, mate. And honestly, that's what everybody always says about you, Shea. So honestly, and any dealings I've had with you, mate, and you're always 100%. So mate, thanks for coming on and finding the time for us tonight.
So thank you, Ro. Thanks very much. I'll just say as well, like I think it just treat people how they've treated you, and you've done a lot for me, so I appreciate it a lot. So, and then I'm just if people want to stab you in the back, just let them go and do what they want to do.
It's just part and parcel of this game, you know, the crack. But listen, obviously, so what we're doing then with the end of the interviews, we're asking the guests to pick a song to play. So what's this one? You've asked me to play the Valley of Knockanure for you. So what's the story behind this song you want to hear?
So the Valley of Knockanure, it's based obviously during the War of Independence, and it's about Irish volunteers. They got ambushed by the Black and Tans, and it's a great song, and it talks about that ambush, and it talks about these volunteers who lost their lives, and it's just the history. If you go and look at the history behind the song, and I think it's just a great song, great history behind it, and you don't hear it often either as well.
So what's this version you've picked? Because I know there's a few versions of this song talking about.
So Derry Fowler is a very talented singer and talented musician as well. So I like his version a lot, and he does a good version of Craig and Whitehead as well. If anyone's still listening to that as well. But yeah, when you asked me, I was listening to it when you were asking, and I thought, you know what, that's a great tune, and not many people know it. So yeah, I'll pick that one.
Hey, but listen, Shea, mate, thank you very much again for coming on, mate. It's been great, and just going by all the comments, for the whole time talking, mate, everybody's been bang, 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 just full of your praises, mate. So again, thanks very much. Appreciate it, Shea. Good man. Talk to you soon, mate. All right, thanks. There you go. Fantastic. Shea Doolin again there, folks. Always great to have him on the Rebel podcast. That was the third time we've had him on the show. I think when he's playing their song Marcella, it wasn't a great version because it was I think maybe because he's recording from his phone, it wasn't really picking up the guitar properly, I think. So obviously, but everybody could hear him okay anyway. So what we might do is we might play Jerry Oak's version from The Rock last night, maybe at the end of the show. We'll do that there, so we'll as well, because I think loads of people have been talking about saying we'll play it, and it is a real emotional version. So this is the song that Shea has picked for us tonight to play, and this is Derry Farrell with the Valley of Knockanure, folks, on the Rebel podcast. Cheers to Shea Doolin, fantastic guest, folks, as always.
You may sing or speak about Easter week or the heroes of '98, of the Fenian men who roamed the glen in victory or defeat. Their names in history pages told, their memories will endure. Not a song was sung of our darling sons in the Valley of Knockanure. There were Welsh and Loyns and the Dalton boys, they were young and in their prime, as they rambled to a lonesome spot where the black and tans did lie. Republican bold they did uphold, though outlawed on the moor, and side by side they fought and died in the Valley of Knockanure. Well, it was on a neighbouring hillside they listened in Camden Maze. In every house, in every town, there kneeled a maid to pray. They're closing in around them now with the rifle fire so sure. And poor Dalton is down and Lyons is dead in the Valley of Knockanure. So they took him down beyond the fence where the flowers were in full bloom, and they made him kneel down upon the grass for to face his final doom. And then Dalton he spoke, as his voice it broke with passion proud and pure. Oh, for Ireland I'll die as I face the sky in the Valley of Knockanure. Now the summer sun was setting now between the hills and the sea, and the pale, pale moon was rising far out from Tirali town, and the dismal stars and the clouds afar are darkening o'er the moor, and the banshee cried as her sons they died in the Valley of Knockanure.
There we go, folks. That was the Valley of Knockanure there from Derry Farrell. That was Shea Doolin's choice, song choice. Brilliant interview. Just looking through all these comments here. Phenomenal interview. The guy, he's just so down to earth. So he is. So obviously we mentioned there about playing a song from Marcel. So we are going to do Shea's version. It is. I found it here on Spotify. I forgot that he had actually recorded it. So just because he was going to sing it tonight on his live stream, but it wasn't a great version, I mean, because I think it was the phone wasn't picking his guitar properly. So just to do him justice, I mean, because we did want a chance to give him a chance to sing a song. So we will play Shea's version of Song from Marcel later on, so well. But I see just all these comments coming through, obviously saying about how down to earth he is, whatever and stuff, and just about people saying, "Oh, don't forget your book for big fans gathering 5." Well, so will I just show up on the night? Take it easy, you're all just going to arrange this here, sell tickets for it, and I'll just show up and on the night and do a DJ set. Is that what you want? But what about that there gig there, folks? He said about he's booked to play with Wolf Tones on that big open air gig in Liverpool. Fantastic. I think you can pretty be sure that he's going to be playing at the Field this year. Whether the Wolf Tones are going to be there or not, I doubt very much. But I think you can guarantee Shea Doolin is going to be one of the main acts this year. So he is after his performance. I'm pretty raging that I probably downloaded that there from the park of Shea singing "Don't Worry." Iona, that'll be a great role. Thanks very much. No problem, Iona. You just sort it out. I just show up. So well, no problem. December sometime. Cheers. Who invited you, Ro? Who do you think you are? Jim Allister? Talking about buddy Mary Lou and Michelle not turning up to the White House. So listen, we'll do this here now. So I'm going to play Shea's version of that he had recorded Song from Marcel, just to give him, because he was playing it on his part of the interview, but obviously it didn't come through too well, just because it, nothing to be Shea, just the way that the phone wasn't picking, because he said his laptop wasn't working or something, so he was just doing the interview from his phone. But at a side, it was a fantastic interview, so fair play, Shea. Right, so listen, we'll do this here now, folks. Obviously this night is our dedication to the legendary Bik McFarlane. So if there's any other songs you just want, put them in the comments now. We're here right through 9 o'clock. So again, thanks to you always for watching tonight. We've some brilliant, great numbers tuning in throughout the evening. So I have tonight, so it's great to see. Thing here. So thanks to you all for tuning in, all the comments, all the requests, and all the shares. Lots and lots of shares on Facebook tonight, so thank you very much. Right, so here we go. This is Shea Doolin from his album, folks. So he does have 3 albums on Spotify. This is from his very first album, folks. My father's a Fenian, my uncle are Fenians, and then his Celtic album, Take Me to Your Paradise, and then his new album that he's currently getting in the studio for tomorrow, which I'm sure will be on Spotify very soon. I see Andy Smith just says, brilliant interview, one of the best you've done on Shea Doolin, mate, but that's why I watch your podcast week in, week out. You always have great Celtic FC Irish singers on, mate. Cheers, Rory. Thank you very much, Andy. That's probably, I get the first time you commented, is it? Actually, I haven't seen you come through, mate, so cheers. Nice words there. So here we go. This is Shea Doolin, folks, with from his album My Father's a Fenian, My Uncles are Fenians, and this is the brilliant song from Marcel, of course, written by Bik McFarlane, folks, on the 10th anniversary of the hunger strikes.
Quite so long ago, the last time that I saw you, ain't it funny how the memories grow? Seems they always fold around you. Tried to break you in a living hell, but they couldn't find a way. So they killed you in a H-block cell. Let's hope that all would turn away. Thought your spirit couldn't rise again, but she dared to prove them wrong. I And in death you tore away the chains. You led the world a freedom song. Yet the heartache and pain lingers on. They're still here, though it's so long since you've gone. But we're stronger now. You showed us how freedom's fight can be won. I wish there was an easy road to choose to bring the heartache to an end. But easy roads are always sure to lose. I've seen it time and time again. Stand by me like yesterday. Find the strength to carry on. So let your spirit shine along the way, and our day will surely come. Yet the heartache and pain lingers on. They're still here, though it's so long since you've gone. But we're stronger now. You showed us how freedom's fight can be won. If we all stand as one.
There you go, folks. That is Shea Doolin there for you with his version of Song from Marcella, just to make up for the version he played at the during the interview, because it wasn't a great sound just after he was recording through his phone. I think Shane Smith's a wee bit late to the party from South Derry, so he is. What did he say? Have I missed the interview? Let's see, did he say? Yes, mate, so Shea was on there from 8 o'clock right through there at about 25 she was. And obviously he says, well, Ro, what about 90 miles from Dublin town, Honor Bik? Played that already, played Bik's version earlier on there, mate, for you. So you're too late, but here, listen, don't forget to jump on the YouTube later on. Shane, you'll be able to watch the whole interview and all the songs from the very, very start, and all the wee dedications and videos we've done for Bik from the start of the show, because you don't want to miss it. It was very, very good tonight, so it was. If I do say so myself, good bit of work on the Tonight Show, so cheers for all the comments. There's the man there, Animal himself, McGinty, the drummer, as you been. Brilliant, guys, fair play, good man, good to see you on it, McGinty, mate. Fair play to you. Damn it, I have missed it too. Mate, you're always too late, CR. No, we'll say Shane, jump on the YouTube as soon as it's finished and you'll be able to watch the whole thing. Right, so I see Shuggy here was on and asked us to play Sad Song for Susan. I actually thought Podgy recorded the version of this here, so he did, but I can't find it. But there's a version here from Big Pat, Podrick Moore. He's recorded, so we're going to stick this here on. So this is for especially for Shug Mac, a good friend from our days in Ernua, and we also have flip on, mate, so good to see you on the night, Shuggy. So this is a Big Podrick Moore with a Sad Song for Susan.
Sitting at the window, Looking down the street, I'm looking for your face and listening for your feet. Outside the wind is blowing, it's just begun to rain, but it's being here without you that causes me such pain. My mind is wandering back again to when you were here. I wish I had you now. Oh, I wish that you were here. I remember in the winter night you'd warm me from the cold, and in the spring when we'd walk through green fields and skies of gold. You're gone, yes you're gone, but you live on in my memory. You're gone, yes you're gone, but you live on in my memory. In summer we played with the kids. You brought us young Jane, but now it's lonely and cold. It's winter once again. It's dark now, I see the stars around, way up in the sky. Oh, how it reminds me of the sparkle in your eye. I'm lonely, yes I'm lonelier now. The cold winds that blow. Are you happy? Are you alright? I suppose God only knows. And darling, all the people are going to sleep. The kids are crying for you. How can I tell them that you're gone? You're gone, yes you're gone, but you live on in my memory. You're gone, yes you're gone, but you live on in my memory.
Here's a sad song for Susan there, folks, from Big Podrick Moore. Big Pat, the legend is Big Pat. I don't think that there was the Saoirse Day. I think that was Pat on his own, recorded a wee album of a few songs. So that was for Shug Mac, that one, folks. So we'll have a few more tunes to go for you. So we'll maybe go about maybe 2 or 3 more songs. So if there's one song you want us to finish off with, put it in the comments and we'll go, obviously maybe a song referring to Bik or whatever tonight we'll maybe do. Maybe a song about the hunger strikes, or we'll maybe play. And we'll see what ones you're asking for, and we'll see if we can dig it out. But again, folks, tonight I'm blown away by all the comments. Thanks to even all the comments, the texts people are sending me while the show's on. I mean, WhatsApps and all. People just saying, mate, best interview yet, best show yet. Fair play to you. for all the stuff he's done for Bik, his family being so proud, etc. So, folks, that means a lot. Thank you very much to all of you who have sent me the messages. Much appreciated. There's Pat there from More Drum Sinn Féin coming. Class Row, certainly done Brenton proud. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Let's see. See Braden Lanigan. Braden, yeah, well done, Ro. Another amazing show. So I'll just let you know who we'll have coming on then, folks, on the next 2 weeks shows. So next week we'll have a guy who come live from County Galway, North Belfast man. Now, only I found out the other day he's a North Belfast man. I thought he was a fellow Westie. I've had a new this here that he was a Cliftonville man. He would be nowhere near this show, but I agreed already. He's on now, so I had to let him come on, like, you know what I mean? As much as my hatred for Cliftonville is, I had to let him on because I've agreed to it. So, yep. Ren McDermott, folks, another up-and-coming rebel singer from Belfast, is going to be on the show live next week for our guest interview. And then the week after, on Monday the 10th of March, this man here, a man who has been mentioned so much in the show over the last few years. We've played his songs, obviously. Joseph Mary made this show what it is, I mean, on a Sunday. So hopefully Sean's going to be singing Joseph Mary live for us on his interview. So Sean McCaffrey, folks from Derry, is going to be on Monday the 10th of March. So 2 great interviews. I'll have a few more guests lined up that we'll advertise obviously in the coming weeks. So really looking forward to having these on, folks, for the next few weeks for you. So we'll just jump back to the comments and see. Also, before I want to give this here out before we'll finish up tonight. If anybody's made a scene, I put this post on the podcast page yesterday on Twitter, on the Facebook, and on my own page, and it definitely caused quite a wee bit of controversy. And lo and behold, the very, very first person to comment on it, I don't know, he must have like an alarm or an alert on his phone for me posting tea-related posts. Is Marty Higgins, because I'm forever giving them abuse about the cup of tea he made me that day in Glen Ravel. So look at this, right? So this was the other night, right? On Saturday night there. So I was making a cup of tea in the kitchen, and Laura turned around. Now, obviously I'm with Laura, was 15 years now this year, like, and she goes, "What the hell are you doing, you psychopath?" And I was like, what's wrong? She says, you just put in the milk first with the tea bag, and then you poured the water in. And I was like, Laura, that is the way I've been making tea my whole life, right? That is the way I've made it my whole life. That's the way I've made you tea for the whole time I've known you. She's like, "What the hell? You're a Highland. Don't ever do that again, no." So I put this up, and I thought the comments would have been a bit more in my favour. People going like, "Oh, that's the way I make tea as well." But no, it was boom, barrage after barrage after barrage on Facebook and Twitter and on whatever. People saying, "You are a psychopath. What the hell are you doing? That's the way you make tea." But then slowly but surely, all the comments start coming through. Yes, exactly. That's the way I make tea too. Listen, you're not a psychopath. And then Bo Weir from Landon came to my rescue. Says, "Bo, that's the way I make my tea as well. So you're a psychopath. I'm a psychopath." And I think it was basically half and half. So it was by the end of yesterday. But the abuse I was getting, people were saying it was grounds for divorce and all. So it was like for me basically putting in the milk in first with the tea bag. So I'd like to know, folks. I've seen a few users on here commented, but a few of you might have seen it yesterday. So what's your thoughts on the whole cup of tea? Next week, let's see. Hot milk. Well, obviously it wasn't like that was the way it was at the start. It didn't look like hot milk. At the end, what's tea? Let's see. Hot milk. See, I unsubbed after seeing how you make your tea. Definitely. Oh, there's Leanne Doolin. Definitely milk first. Thank you very much, Iona. Nope, just wrong. Milk last. Hot milk. See. It's definitely like it's definitely half and half here. The comments coming through there. So you see, I'm not a psychopath from that. That's just the way I've made my tea always, and I say I put it in my ma because that's the way she makes her tea. And obviously, whenever she taught me how to make tea when we were a kid, because I was forever just making her cups of tea. That's the way I was taught to make tea. So maybe that's just the way why I make the tea. That's why they had the teapot years ago. Who the hell has a teapot in these days? I don't know. But listen, So we're going to play this. We're going to ask for Damien Quinn earlier on, right? So here we go. We're going to play, and somebody asked as well to play Only Our Rivers Run Free. So we're going to play Damien's version of it from his album, Only Our Rivers Run Free. So here we go. This is the second last song of the so that is where your problems have come from. Can't make tea. Oh, Jesus Christ. Put it in the skull, right? Right, here we go. This is Damien Quinn with Only Our Rivers Run Free, folks. Second last song of the night. And let us know. So we need to know what song you want for the last song. I think I know what song I want to play. But if you haven't... Jesus, there's Bumper. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're a hellion. And so is your ma for making tea like that. Jesus Christ. I think that's the first time you ever commented on my post Bumper on the podcast. And you come on. So this has come from a man that only literally eats steak. Doesn't eat anything else in the world. All he eats is steak and chips. So he is like, know what I mean? And you're giving me abuse about the way I make tea. Right. So folks, let us know what we want for the very, very last song of the night. Get your requests in. Hopefully it's maybe Bik McFarlane or Hunger Striker related. Here we go.
When apples still grow in November, when blossoms still bloom from each tree, when leaves are still green in December, it's then that our land will be free. I wandered her hills and her valleys, and still to my sorrow I see a land that has never known freedom, and will only our rivers run free. I drink to the death of her manhood, those men would rather have died than to live in the cold chains of bondage, to bring back the rights were denied. Oh, where are you now when we need you? What burns where the flame used to be? Are you gone like the snows of last winter? And will only our rivers run free? How sweet is life, but we're crying. How mellow the wine, but it's dry. How fragrant the rose, but it's dying. How gentle the breeze, but it sighs. What good is in youth when it's aging? What joy is in eyes that can see? When there's sorrow in sunshine and flowers, and will only our rivers run free? And still only our rivers run free.
There we go, folks. That is the brilliant Damien Quinn with Only Our Rivers Run Free, folks. There you go. Yeah, Marty, I can't play it there on the screen, so I can't just. I mean, it's the video. I need to download it and then play it. Do you know what I mean? So that's the problem. So it is. So no, it is. I think there's a good version I have there of Bik singing Grace. So I might see if I can get that there downloaded here. So I will, right. And then we'll be play for the last one. So we'll maybe go over about 10 minutes. So it's not too bad. I mean, but listen, what I'm going to do here now. Somebody asked me to play this here song a few weeks ago, right? 10 Brave Men, right? And it's actually a version that I would have always played. It was it's from the Knockanure flute band 20th anniversary album. So this is a great another singer from West Belfast called McCulloch. So I'm going to play this here now, and I'm going to see if I can download the video of Bik doing this here Grace one. For us basically to play plays out for the last one if I can get the video of it downloaded, right? So this is called McCulloch, folks, from the Knockanure 20th anniversary album, and this is 10 Brave Men on Rebel Mondays here, folks, on the Rebel podcast live stream week 4. And again tonight we're basically dedicating the whole show to this man on the screen, folks, Brenton Bik McFarlane.
Cloud of smoke hung over Belfast. Another man had died, and I watched in shock and disbelief as grown men stood and cried. But their tears of anger soon turned to tears of pride as they realized the sacrifice of those 10 brave men who had died. 10 brave men, those 10 brave men. God in Ireland, don't forget those 10 brave men. 10 brave men. The stones, bottles and bin lids announced the death of each brave man. Joe McDonald, Francis Hughes, and MP Bobby Sands. Women came out together and they knelt down side by side and prayed, God in Ireland, don't forget those 10 brave men who had died. 10 brave men, those 10 brave men. God in Ireland, don't forget those 10 brave men. 10 brave men.
Bobby Sands,
those 10
Francis
brave
Hughes,
men.
Raymond
God in
Priest,
Ireland, don't forget
Patsy O'Hara,
those 10 brave men.
Joe McDonald,
10 brave
Martin Herschel,
men.
Kieran Doherty,
Those 10 brave
Kevin
men.
Lynch, Thomas
God
McElwee,
in Ireland, don't forget
Michael DeFay,
those 10 brave men. 10 brave men. Those 10 brave men. God in Ireland, don't forget those 10 brave men.
As well as Cub McCulloch, folks, from the Knockanure flute band 20th anniversary CD with 10 Brave Men. There you go. Definitely, you're just right there, Marley. So I'm just going to try to see in the background. I've downloaded actually this here video. I'm just trying to see if I can, for some reason it's not letting me like send it. Normally, like, put it in my message so I can, and it'll send the to the video. But for some reason, this one is not letting me send it. It's too long, as it must be like. Seriously. So listen, I think what we'll do is we'll maybe just we'll play it, right? If I can't get it on the screen, but I'm gonna see if I can just play the the song that I found here. Let's see if I can find anything, because it was, where is it? Let's see, on YouTube. I was just looking through there, and I found one that I think it might work for us. So I think that's the one where Marty was saying he was slagging a farmer. So he was in the rock. So that's about 6 minutes long. So folks, again, thank you very much to all of you who have watched the show tonight, who have left comments and on. It's been very, very emotional. Remember, and Bik, to see obviously so many friends and all been on, just sharing their stories and memories of them, and obviously myself as well. So again, thanks to everybody who sent on me all the messages just about the night's show and about all the stuff we've done. It is hasn't gone unnoticed. It's very, very much appreciated, folks. So again, thank you. And just again, folks, all we can do is remember the man. Said it's a massive, massive shock. Nobody sort of thought it was going to come. Like, we knew he was sick, but once you hear it, it's just like a freight train hitting you. The respect that man sort of held in high esteem all over the world from Republicans. I know obviously there's people out there talking now about that he shouldn't be remembered. No, we're not going to talk about their stuff. I mean, it's he will be remembered, and I'm hoping that obviously the whole stuff, the Sinn Féin Assembly team and people are giving them grief for maybe going to his funeral or talking about him, and you would hope that all will be at his funeral tomorrow and obviously paying their respects to him. So folks, listen, we're going to do this here now. Again, thank you very much. It's been a great show tonight. Loads of great requests, loads of great memories, and again, cheers, not forgetting Shea Doolin for coming on. Brilliant interview, so much great obviously comments for Shea coming through, but just what a genuine, nice, down to earth guy he is. No, I mean, folks. So again, we're going to sign off here with this just a wee video of Bik doing what he did best in the Rock Bar on a Sunday night, folks. Just waiting people up and having a best of crack with everybody. So this is for one last time. Bik McFarlane live in the Rock Bar, Rebel Sundays, folks. And this is from a year ago, so it was. So actually, it might have been probably one of his last gigs. So it would have probably could be a year ago before was the last time he would have been playing. Maybe it would have been. So, folks, again, myself, Ro, thank you very much. Next week, we'll have Ram McDermott's we live on the show for. So tune in for that there, same time, same place, Monday at 7 o'clock. So for our special one-off show tonight, remembering the legend that is Bik McFarlane. Hopefully a few of us can get to the funeral tomorrow. I'll not be there myself, unfortunately. Obviously I'm working, so hopefully be able to tune in afterwards and see a few videos from it. But for myself, Ro, folks, thank you very much to you all for tuning in tonight, and I will see you next Monday. So here we go. Thank you. This is one last time the legend that is Brenton Bik McFarlane live from the Rock Bar.
That's what I like to hear. Started murder about me and Jerry doing rebel songs, and he targeted the bar and give off about it in the Sunday World and on BBC and everything else. He was crazy about it. Now obviously he was upset about us doing rebel songs, so as you know, me and Jerry Oak haven't done a rebel song since, right? So we like to finish the night with a wee dedication to the DUP. Is there anybody in from the DUP, by the way? Yeah. Good. This is a dedication to the DUP. TUB! Just like Gregory Kimball and Jeffrey Donaldson and all them other boxes in the DUP know me and Jerry Oak haven't gone away, you know. Oh, Father, why are you so sad on this white Easter morning? When Irishmen are proud and the light of the land forever home. The sun I see and never eagle here, a far off this day. With me and just a lot like you, I join behind your come on, come me. Where are the lads who stood with me when history was made? Over on the creek, I love to see the simple of the Wolverine. So take it down from the last Irish trader. It's a line we Republicans made. It can never be on the free staters. They run and the shade. So leave it to those who are willing to uphold it in war or So take it back from the masked Irish traitors. It's a flag we Republicans claim. It can never be off the free staters. Never on the chain. I'll sing a song of the famous man, that fearless Spaniard from Ireland. They are the men across the way, amongst the finest Ireland's ever saw. And for us, we're like the fire burns true, and baby and will never die. When you hear the battle cry, it will be the fight men across the glen. And it was on our dreary years, as you see the light in the a border town. There were men from Doolin and from Cork, from Bala and Tyrone. But their leader was a Limerick man, from South Ontario. Oh, and as they moved along the street up to the barrack door, they scorned danger. The sergeant fought her turning glass, spying him through the door. The stand guns and the rifles too, a hill of death they pour. And when the whole night was past, two men they called a stone. There's a one from near the border, and one from the seagulls come from the Persian sun. For he fell beneath the northern sky with the woman by his side. They have called the joy when God found the blanket. Here's some told, I'll never march or for old Ireland. From South Ontario, another marcher on Ireland, from South Ontario. For a kid and little folks, thanks a million. I have to say, this is one of the best nights I've played in here in a long American day. I'll hand you over to Jerry Oak here in about 10 minutes. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the feel. And remember, 2 weeks today, Hunger Strike Commemoration Rally in Belfast. That's a million. Song of wood.
And that was Bik, folks. That was it. That was Brett and Bik McFarlane. And that was Rebel Mondays here, folks, on the Rebel podcast. And myself, Ro, thank you. Cheers, folks. That was a great show tonight. Just watching all the comments. I am touched, honestly. So, cheers. And I'll see us all next week. Chucky Arla, thank you.